Dynasty Warriors Origins marks the most successful attempt at reinventing the series to date, which is remarkable for a franchise that has been growing and evolving since 1997, often in radical ways. This installment feels more grounded, but retains the essence of the exaggerated 1 versus 1,000 action that made it famous. Through a renewed focus on single-player narrative, the game breathes fresh life into its classic story while introducing a variety of mechanics and improvements that make large-scale battles during the Three Kingdoms period more visceral and thrilling than ever. From its inception, Dynasty Warriors has been synonymous with change. The original game began as a one-on-one fighting title, similar to arena combat games. However, with the release of Dynasty Warriors 2 in 2000 for the PlayStation 2, the series transformed into a beat-em-up set on massive battlefields, giving birth to the Musa genre. Since then, the franchise has explored various directions, adapting to different historical periods with games like Samurai Warriors, applying its formula to licensed properties like Hyrule Warriors and Persona 5 Strikers, and even inspiring other Musa-style games such as Fate/Extella. However, not all experiments have been successful. Dynasty Warriors 9, the previous installment, attempted to implement a massive open world, but failed due to technical issues and repetitive mechanics. This makes the return to core ideas with Origins all the more satisfying, offering an experience that not only recaptures the essence of the franchise, but significantly enhances it. The narrative in Dynasty Warriors Origins once again draws from the iconic Three Kingdoms period of China, inspired by the epic romance of the Three Kingdoms. However, it feels fresh due to its focus on an original protagonist. You play as a skilled, amnesiac warrior named Jun Fukuyama, who earns the nickname, the Sacred Bird, for his ability to sense shifts on the battlefield. Through his journey, Jun joins legendary figures such as Guan Yu and can choose to ally with one of the three main factions, Sun Jian, Cao Cao, or Liu Bei. The story is enriched with romantic subtexts that deepen the relationships between characters, creating a far more emotional narrative experience. The real heart of the game, however, lies in its battles. Dynasty Warriors Origins features a semi-open map of China where you can explore on horseback, gather items, interact with villagers, and take on side quests. These activities culminate in large-scale battles that form the core of each chapter. The battlefield environments are diverse and complex, striking a balance between the closed, linear designs of earlier games and open areas that allow for fluid narrative and strategic gameplay. Each battle scenario is designed to reflect the narrative's needs. For instance, you might escort units, capture forts, or face waves of enemies in vast fields. The hordes of enemies are no exaggeration, and on-screen counter-tracks how you take down hundreds, even thousands, of soldiers while chaining light and heavy attacks with your chosen weapon. Each weapon has a progression system that unlocks new moves, and while they share certain patterns, every weapon feels unique. From standard swords to shape-shifting gauntlets and blade wheels requiring precise timing, the combat system feels more refined and varied than ever. Stronger enemies, like unit leaders or mini-bosses, present greater challenges. These foes have larger health bars, and a fortitude system you must weaken using special abilities, unique Musu attacks, or precise blocks encounters. These mechanics combine to create a dynamic and rewarding combat system, where every element flows naturally into the next. Dynasty Warriors Origins also introduces special boss encounters that stand out for their design and the way they test your combat skills. While they don't reach the over-the-top levels of entries like One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, these encounters are memorable and demonstrate that developer Omega Force has learned from its previous experiences, even in licensed games. A standout feature of this installment is Jun's ability to read the wind, a mechanic that blends narrative and gameplay. By holding L2, you can slow time and gather information about enemy and ally positions, as well as traps on the battlefield. This ability is also tied to a rewind system that lets you return to checkpoints if you fail a mission, offering flexibility and reducing frustration. However, Dynasty Warriors Origins isn't without its flaws. Its focus on single-player narrative means there's no co-op mode, which might disappoint fans who enjoy battling alongside friends. Additionally, While you can ally with and fight alongside legendary characters like Lu Bu and Sun Xiangxiang, you can't freely control them during the main campaign, which may feel limiting to veteran players. Despite these omissions, the secondary characters are well developed, and interaction scenes help strengthen emotional connections with them. Even Lu Bu, known for his ferocity, shows glimpses of humanity, while other characters receive more attention to enrich their stories. Combined with a more focused tone and cohesive narrative, this entry feels like a complete and satisfying RPG experience. Dynasty Warriors Origins is not just a triumphant return to the franchise's roots, but a genuine reinvention that sets a new standard for music games. With refined combat, a semi-open world design, and an engaging narrative, this game feels like a rebirth for the series. While it doesn't meet every expectation of veteran players, the game's strengths far outweigh its weaknesses. Are you ready to join the battle in Dynasty Warriors Origins? Let us know in the comments if you're a longtime fan, or if this will be your first foray into the world of the Three Kingdoms. Don't forget to click on the video link here. Leave a like if this review was helpful, subscribe, and activate the notification bell for more epic game reviews. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. And remember, we are Gamespedia EX, your AI favorite video game source. I'll be back.